Bragging about working more than 40 hours per week. If I may add to this excellent answer, people who work over weekends and holidays and brag about it. Not going to the doctor, never taking vacations, working 40 plus hours a week. Ah yes, the misery Olympics. The hustle culture, in general. Bragging about working 70 hours a week and having no social life. How to become an empty husk of a person 101. Being a good drunk driver. Oh man, I agree, like, no, don't drink and drive. I saw a guy on here once who argued that men are better because it takes less work/effort/time to give them an orgasm than it does for women, and that women are too slow, too hard to turn on, etc. I was just like, oh, honey, you have no idea how much you're outing yourself as being bad in bed, not to mention lazy. There was a woman on here saying how she thought she was asexual and only realized she wasn't something like 20 years later when she ended that relationship and landed herself a loving, caring boyfriend who helped around the house. I wonder if all these guys claiming women are so hard to please in bed are the ones who do F*** in a relationship and then wonder why women can't get excited to sleep with them. Telling it like it is. Nah, you're just an asshole. They can never take it like it is though. Brutally honest, *TM*. People are some of the biggest fucking snowflakes I've ever met. People who spend all of their wages on designer clothing etc. yet still live at home and have no savings. Fair enough if you want to wear designer things, I see nothing wrong with that, but when it's the only thing you've got going for you, it's not something to brag about. You don't live at home. Having followers on any social media platform or likes on pictures. I have 33 Reddit followers though. Edit. 34 now. Edit 2. 35. Edit 3. 36. Edit 4. 38. Being a man who does chores around the house for his wife. Dude, you live there. You don't get special points for doing the bare minimum to clean up after yourself. I had a coworker ask me how I trained my partner to clean up the house when he was temporarily not working and I was still working full time because it took me 15 years just to get my husband to reliably turn off a light when he leaves the room. She looked shocked when I told her he showed up that way when we met and that he wouldn't be my partner if I had to train him to do basic tasks. Being emotionally detached when dating people. It isn't cute when you don't care about other people's feelings because you're too scared to show you care. One of my ex-guy friends used to brag about how he was so detached, he wouldn't care if he was rejected until he was finally rejected by a woman he was really interested in, LMAO. Then went on to complain, I guess I got too attached. Yes, that's called having feelings, my guy. Catch flights, not feelings, just sounds sad, insecure and lonely to me. When they brag about how useless their husband/boyfriend is, they tend to flex their supermom abilities and being able to manage so many roles at the same time. I find it so sad when these women laugh about weaponized incompetence, bearing the brunt of chores, childcare and emotional labor in the relationship. If only they had a partner that valued the time and effort they invested in the relationship and reciprocated it, rather than an overgrown toddler. Getting arrested, going to jail, destroying others' property, being rude/confrontational for no reason, pranking strangers, driving like an idiot. I feel like all this attention we give to people on social media has somehow made these actions flex-worthy. Bragging about being mentally ill and untreated. I genuinely don't know why someone would brag about such suffering. Maybe it's an emotional crutch of some sort. Being an alpha male. Owning houses when in reality it was passed down. Forgot to add what my ex said along the lines of, I've been loyal. Boy, loyalty is the bare minimum, WTF. Being sleep deprived. Yo, I only slept like 5 hours last night. LMAO, I'm so quirky. Congrats Jimothy, but sleep deprivation is a form of torture for a reason. Go take a nap. When I was in high school, my boyfriend at the time would always talk about how sleep deprived he was, like he was a CIA hostage, when he was literally just staying up playing video games all night. He was homeschooled and had zero responsibilities to worry about. I resented him so much for that. Sleep deprivation ugh. Bragging about being an incredible person who is a real entrepreneur, working 20 hours a day, fitting in 6 hours of working out, eating grass 3 times a day, and sleeping for 20 minutes a day, waking up for the successful 4 AM club. I know, amazing that it surpasses 24 hours, when in reality, that is unrealistic and toxic AF. Being emotionless / avoidant / treating other people as disposable. Yes, I feel like this is praised. If you are not like this, you get labeled as codependent. Being overly busy all the time. It's bad time management and poor boundaries and overcommitting. People with huge diesel trucks making fun of me for having a Prius. That flex is not working out too well for them now. Having a boyfriend. So sick of my peers being so smug about being with a guy who can't wash his own underwear. It's not a mark of how beautiful or lovable you are if you have a boyfriend. I think it depends on how they go about it. Some people in new relationships are so excited they end up constantly gushing about their boyfriend. Sometimes it's definitely done to brag or show how wanted they are, though. Either way, it can be really irritating to hear all the time, whether you're single or in a relationship. Being a virgin when they got married. Like, okay, that doesn't make you a better person or a better partner. IMHO, a fixation on design logos is the first sign of someone trying to look more wealthy than they are. Every truly wealthy person I've ever met doesn't flash logos. Their things are so quietly expensive they're A brands I've never heard of because the average peasant has no idea they exist, or B, the quality is shown in the cut and the fabrics. Money screams, wealth whispers. Bragging about how emotionally closed off they are. It doesn't make you aloof or mysterious to me anymore. It just means that every interaction I have with you is going to need some kind of decryption, and I do not have the energy for that shit. Being excessively outspoken about your sex life and kinks. I know a 32-year-old man who incessantly posts memes about BDSM, choking girls during sex, girls acting stupid and childish as a fetish, etc., and it is completely nauseating. The worst but most ironic thing about it is that I've had sex with him, and his D*** game is trash. No source whatsoever. Also, calling yourself a meme lord when you're above the age of 20. For fuck's sake. Memes can be hilarious, but I absolutely viscerally hate how many men I know have taken them on as some kind of replacement for a funny man personality. Especially if you're trying to date me. Sending memes instead of actually initiating a conversation makes you look like a child and is an instant turn off. Having a lot of followers on social media. Doing bad in high school. Bragging about how fucked up you got going out, how many drinks you can chug down, throwing up or blacking out from alcohol, etc. When talked about as a brag, it always comes off as sad and pathetic that they have to show that off. Also, it is especially infuriating when they then joke about other people not putting in as much effort and exclude and shame those who choose not to participate for whatever reason. Congratulations, you can't remember what the hell happened last night, didn't feel like yourself, sabotaged your physical health, can't function the next day. A lot of people don't want to deal with your BS anymore, and you had to pay for all those marked up drinks. Totally agree. Past college. This is really fucking dumb. Like, grow up, Mayo, you're just a functioning alcoholic for real at that point. Doing coke/ket. Not eating or living off iced coffee. Getting drunk every weekend.